little fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This is just part of an article from the Federalist.com, and I will put a link as usual on my website. It will be under the Show Links tab. Why can't he be our president? Lamented the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's charisma and wardrobe certainly left an impression on the writer, who had made a point of noting the pushed-up sleeves, the blue tie, the white shirt, topped off with socks festooned with moose. Remember, when Rolling Stone was all about rock and roll, not socks? Nowadays it seems like the magazine spends its time sexing up terrorists such as the Boston Marathon bomber and making up stories on campus rapes that never happened. The truth is that under Trudeau's leadership, a policy of appeasing hatred, Canada has become a more dangerous place for Jews. Canadian Jews are the most targeted religious group in the country, despite making up less than 1% of the population. Jews disproportionately make up most of the victims of hate crimes. Canada funds anti-Semitic projects. Why are Canadian Jews the most attacked religious group? Much of this has to do with the tolerance of anti-Jewish bigotry in Canada's education system. An Ontario Minister of Education issued textbooks titled Canada and the Global Community, promotes falsehoods about the State of Israel. The textbook falsely accuses Israel of using child soldiers and kidnapping children in order to force them to fight. Despite the ministry issuing an apology and correcting the version of the 6th grade textbook, about 800 elementary schools in Ontario already received it. Islamic anti-Semitism is on the rise in Canada. In the University of Western Ontario, anti-Israel bigotry is not only given a platform, but it receives financial support by the Canadian government. The creator of an upcoming art exhibit that glorifies terrorism against Israel has received $35,000 in 2015 from the federal funding agency to continue her work. The artist has continuously justified terrorist acts against Israel, plotted by her brother Khalid Nazil, including the 1974 massacre of 22 Israeli children and 4 adults. In 2014, the same individual put up a similar display in Ottawa City Hall, which glorified Nazil and other Palestinian terrorists. Under Trudeau's watch, radical imams have been allowed to preach hatred and genocide against Jews. In December 2016, an imam in a Montreal mosque described Jews as the most evil of mankind and human demons, before proclaiming there will be a genocide against Jews at the end of time. In February 2017, a different imam called for Muslims to support Palestinian jihad against Israel and a total genocide of the Jewish people. And the article goes on. But I urge you all to go to the Federalist and read the full article. There is far more there. And I ask yourself this. We have an M103 type bill going through Parliament right now. They are trying to say that there's going to be a period of listening, but you know and I know what the real truth is. They are pushing this really hard. And why? Is it in Canada's best interest? I think not. It's obviously in Trudeau's best interest for his political base to benefit from him for his re-election. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com. under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.